All right, is Rigby here?
Yes, yes,
Should
yes.
be.
Cool. All right. So first, we're gonna lecture over ADV medical. So to do that, hit escape, go to configure, go to add-on options, and under the add-on, scroll all the way down to ADV. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, it's below the Achilles stuff. So like way on the bottom. Go to ACE CPR. As of a few days ago, we have made it official that any Zeus can utilize ADV medical settings. I'm going to go over all three little sections and show you guys how to check them, but make sure you ask the goddamn Zeus because I doubt they're going to tell you right off the bat. Under ACPR, there are two sections here. Basically, the checkbox and then all those bars that you can fill. So what this basically has added is, I'll just go over everything. So first off, enable it. If this box is checked, that means the CPR option is enabled. This affects all the options below. So seconds added to revive timer, plus or minus 3 seconds. Basically, that adds more time when you CPR someone. So yay. Maximum time for successful CPR. This basically is, by the way, make sure you click mission on the top, because client, those are what you can set for yourself, but mission is where it's concerning the actual mission itself. So plus or minus 3 seconds, blah, blah, blah. Maximum time for successful CPR. So basically, if you're CPRing someone for 300, which represents the seconds, if you CPR someone for 300 seconds total, it'll bring them back to life regardless of the percentage chances on the bottom. CPR chance for ace doctors, I've set that for this scenario to be 75%. Usually that's only at 45%. But basically, one round of CPR has a 75% chance to wake somebody up for this scenario. CPR chance for ace medics, I normally don't use ace medics. I only set people to doctors for tier 1 ops, and then medics are only in tier 2. But that's the chance for medics. So in this mission file, it's set to a 15% chance. So you only have a 15% chance to bring someone up. And then non-medics, I bumped that up to 25 because, again, the medic in this case for this mission is a doctor and everyone else is a non-medic. You have a 25% chance to bring someone back to life per CPR rotation. So basically, what this adds is you don't need to pack someone to bring them back. You can just CPR them and you have a chance of waking them up. So we're going to push that. This is the setting that Sniper Wolf has told every Zeus to at least start using. The other two, which we'll talk about in a moment, those are optional, but we're probably going to slowly add them in as the months come. So the second stuff where you see AED and stationary AED, that is a defibrillator. If the medic were to look in his kit right now, he would actually have one. Location for the defibrillator anywhere. You can set that to medical facilities, blah, blah, blah. We'll probably keep that to everywhere because, it's a defib. And then the probability of success for the AED, 85%. So if you hit someone with the AED, the defib, it has an 85% chance to wake them up. Restart their heart if their heart's not beating. And then the stationary AED objects, that's just if we're doing using medical facilities or stuff, like the location for pack guys, we can put stuff in there to say, hey, you can also get the option to defib someone to revive them in these areas, and then we have to list their class names in there. So if you see extra stuff in there, be sure to ask the Zeus what it may be, because it might be some weird class name you've never seen before, and you might need clarification from the Zeus to say, hey, does this mean a medical area? Is this a medical vehicle? Blah, blah, blah. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep, loud and clear.
All right. Now, ace splints. Basically, I don't have this turned on because this is probably the last option we'll be adding in later on, and once we do add it, we'll talk about it. But all you really need to be concerned about this is if you get crippled in the leg, you can put a splint on your leg, and then you won't be crippled anymore. Easy, right?
Yeah.
So I won't go over this one because, again, most Zeuses won't be using that one. But if the Zeus is using it, like if you see that box checked, be sure to ask. Because, again, that's one of the more experimental settings we'll be getting into down the line. But splints, as you can see, they have a probability to fall off. That's basically like a reopening bandage. And then, time it can splint, fall off, and you'll have to keep putting it on at least until you get packed and your wound your limb gets healed. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All right, so that's it for ADV Medical. Now, the slightly harder stuff. So, squad leading. I'm just going to give some general tips and tricks because everyone develops their own squad leading style. I like to be loud, I like to be assertive, and I like to beat people to a bloody pulp if they question me. But the proper way that most people lead in TSB is no, I'm just going to go through my checklist here. So, first and foremost, when you're making your plan, do not rely on ground command to make you your plan. You got to remember, if ground command goes down and they're going to be down for a while, you're the guy in charge because you're the one actually microing your squad. You know what weapons you're bringing. You know if you recognize the people's names. You know what they're good at. You're basically in charge of these 8 or 10 people. And usually you can get a team lead and divide that responsibility in half so the team lead manages 4 or 5 people and you manage 4 or 5 people to make it easier for yourself, but your responsibility is basically the people under your command. So you have the map, you are given the order of, hey, go take this objective. It's usually up to you to decide what to do because ground command can draw you some lines, ground command can tell you to go do this thing, but you're the actual infantry, on the front line doing the stuff. So if you see that the line that ground command's drawn is a piece of shit and you see a better route, make sure that you tell ground command that you're diverting off the route and give them some approximations, but B, make sure tell your troops, hey, we're going to do this instead, and your word is law, and, conduct the operation. Do what you need to. The second thing I'll say, which builds off of my last point, your word is law, but be sure to take feedback. So if you're trying to make a plan and you're discussing the plan with your guys, um, and it's an okay plan, but someone, especially if they're like a tier 3 or something, because we put those people in those roles for a reason, say, hey, what about this, this, and this? Take that feedback under consideration and alter your plan as is, or be prepared to defend your plan and say why it's better than whatever they suggest. But know when to take feedback, but also know when to be assertive with your own plan. That's something that honestly every squad lead in this community,
Only
all the way
one
up to the
month to go for a
fives,
year with
wrestles with. Because it'll also depend on your mood. If you're having a crummy day, you probably don't want to listen to feedback, and say, oh, what the fuck are you saying? Like, or if, they didn't step up to be the squad lead, you did, crummy moods. But know to take feedback, especially in debrief too. If you fucked up, admit it, At the end of the day, this is just a game. We're all just here to have fun. But, some of us are also trying to get better, where it be squad leading, J attacking when Sniper Wolf doesn't kick us out of the slot, and, having fun. That's the one golden rule here.
Why did you look at me when you said that?
You know why I looked at you when I said that.
Would you agree earlier out of interest, by the way, to also always be assertive once you've made your decision, stick
Oh
with
yeah,
it?
once you made your decision, stick with it. But also note that you can do all the planning in the world. There's another term we use, and this goes into number 3 of what I wrote. No plan survives first contact. So you got to make sure you think quick on your feet and adjust as needed, because recon won't spot everything. Your drone won't spot everything. Don't ever rely on air to do something. At the element, your squad needs to, be able to take care of everything at a moment's notice, because you never know what can happen. And that's why I love Zeusing, because I like to throw curveballs at you. And with everything I've written up for the next few months, there will be a lot of curveballs and stuff you've never dealt with before. So the squad lead's mind is basically against mine or any other Zeus's when it comes to that. But like I said, once you've made your plan, stick with it until you need to yell over the radio that it needs to change. Number 4, setting up teams and or battle buddy systems. Every squad I've seen do this, and this is why I do it with my squad when I squad lead, they are always a lot more effective. They don't leave people behind if they've gone unconscious, and they just do much better than other squads. I've seen a T0 squad do it in a Friday op, and they literally outperformed every other squad, even a tier 2 squad, by a mile. Battle buddy system, it's really simple. You would all just group up and then tell 2 people, hey, you're battle buddies. So like an AT guy and his assistant, a machine gunner, his assistant, the squad leader and the medic usually battle buddy up because they're the 2 support roles that stay towards the back. Also, I would recommend as a squad lead you stay more towards the back, unless you have a 2IC with a long range radio ready to step up for your position. But I'll get into that in the next point. But basically, assign your battle buddies. Make sure it's people that are compatible with each other. You don't want to set up an AT guy with your marksman because the marksman needs to have a light kit and probably won't carry additional rockets for your AT guy.
Send in goat team
But again,
6
it's all
now.
situational. Like if you're going to be an Overwatch team, then the AT guy and the marksman would actually be a good choice because the marksman can sight for the AT guy. But it all depends on your situation because again, you're the squad lead, you're the guy in charge, and you can, you know, tell it how it is. But don't put your medic with like your point man. That's the point I'm trying to make. Don't make stupid pairs. And then also fire teams. If you have a squad lead and a team lead, you can have the team lead lead the point team, and then you can lead the support team. So all of your support roles are your longer range roles. Your auto rifleman, your AT guy, your medic, and yourself. That's your support team. Then your rifleman can go up in front with another machine gunner, and that can be your point man team or your shotgun guys, for example, depending on the situation.
I do have a question about breaching. So
Yeah.
if you don't have a breacher, what would be the best person to go in first? Would it be an auto rifleman? If there's no other rifleman?
Send in goat team 6.
Anyone with a gun, to be honest, because honestly, I would argue that a breacher with a shotgun isn't the best role to do because if there's two guys and they're standing like more than 2 meters apart, you can hit the one guy, but as you're doing the reload animation, you know, that the rifleman can then shoot the other guy in that amount of time. You know what I mean? So any gun's good for breaching, just keep it on automatic if you need to. So like a handgun isn't usually the best choice. Something that can go bam, bam, bam if you need to is my personal pick. But good question. I would say, honestly, the 249, like any machine gun's good, but if you have one with a really long barrel, then sometimes it can get caught in the door, and that can fuck you up as well.
So, the short barrel 249.
Yeah, something like that. And then also make sure you're not scoped in when you're breaching, because that would be really funny and really, really awkward. Alright, point number 4. I just misplaced my notes. Does anyone remember what I was going to say for point number 4?
You just said point number 4.
Yep.
Say again?
You said nothing for it.
Ah, fuck me.
You hadn't said what 4 was yet. You're going at it one at a time.
Yeah, I knew I said, Ah, fuck. I'm blanking, it's been a while.
Was it about, like, long-range people?
Long-range people...
Left over keeping your longer range rolls to the back.
It went from...
team leader.
Yep, your long range in the back, your short range guys in front, micromanager dudes. If you have a C-Tab device, make sure you're keeping track of people on C-Tab. Check their helmet cams if you have a rugged tablet. You know, make sure no one's in the dirt. Because if you see someone not move for a while, you normally want to give them a check on the radio, make sure they're okay. Another point to make, radio comms etiquette. Normally in combat, leave the radio chatter for the actual serious, hey, there's this guy over there that needs to be killed, and then leave local chat for, you know, your meme bullshit, because we are still technically a casual community. Oh, and as Tin's saying in chat, remember the auto rifleman is like 60% of your team's firepower, so again, more of a support role, but if he needs to breach, then breach. Also, breach with your fucking battle buddy or your full fire team. It's honestly better to breach a barracks building like this one with 2 different fire teams, one focusing on the second floor off the side staircase, and one focusing on the first floor. But every building's different with what you have to do. Nah, Don, we're not going over building breaching. I'm just reading over chat to see if I missed everything. There was one more point I wanted to make as number 4, but it's completely gone over my fucking head now. I can't even remember it. But does anyone have any? Yeah, does anyone have any questions about squad leading? Like, I can answer them.
Nope, not a moment. I think you covered the majority of it.
Yeah. Remember, guys, TSB is all about putting up or shutting up. Never say in debrief that you could have done a better job, because everyone's going to immediately counter with, well, why didn't you step the fuck up? So, you know, if you want to do a better job, just do it in the next mission. That's why I squad lead sometimes, and everyone takes a piss out of me, but my squad usually does better, but everyone likes to gloss over that fact.
At a
Go over
PM, she wants
contact
to good bluff.
reports. So one of the threes is telling me to go over contact reports. I'm going to be perfectly honest, guys. Again, we're a casual community. We're not a milsim like the 506. Just keep it brief over the radio. Just say, hey, there's something bearing range, and then leave it at that. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can say over, various different things, but you also got to keep in mind we're a casual community. We do stuff like, mount goats and ride them into a battle sometimes. But we also have serious ops like what I'm going to be building up for the new Realism Tier 2 campaign, starting in Blue 4 rotation after the World War II Zeus Antistophacy stuff goes. So really, it's if you stay here for a few weeks, you'll learn it. You'll get through it, and then you'll probably get burnt out from it, like a majority of the tier 3s and above are, and then not touch it for a few months, and then ease yourself back into it. So easy stuff. But as my chat, again, it's Sergeant Tin, who's one of the threes, is saying, just make sure that your squad leader is aware that you put your contacts over the radio to, talk about what's where, so your squad lead has an accurate assessment of what's going on. Whoever the squad leader and the grenadier are, that's why I also gave you both Hunt IR monitors. I made the squad leader in this scenario a rifleman, but the grenadier has the Hunt IR round, so he has to be told to put the camera in the air, but both of you can then look at it and use it and make your assessment from there.
Different.
And as someone else is telling me, but I already kind of went over this, make sure you have patience with your guys. If you're in a bad mood, your squad's not going to perform too well. It's going to affect your own performance. Keep an open mind, a clear head, and a big vial of, I don't know why I wrote this, but big jar of booze or something to help calm your nerves.
No comment.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't have one, Falcon.
Personally, whiskey, whoever else. But, each their own.
It's not uncommon to find a drunk squad lead in TSB, I will say that much.
Who played a drinking game with stupid things? You'll be very drunk.
Stupid games win stupid prizes, but yeah, if you play a drinking game in TSB, you will kill yourself by the second hour. That is a guarantee.
Record was an entire 1-liter bottle of whiskey. That was a painful diet.
No.
Check.
No shots for every mass cat. You'll be dead by the time.
You will be dead in the second hour, like I said. All right, so I was hoping we get a lot more people, but I was also hoping, I was gonna set up a slideshow, set up my notes, but again, I was supposed to land Tuesday morning. Instead, I got Thursday night because fuck Air Canada. So we're gonna kind of ad-lib this, but hey, it works because we only have a squad element. So, who's the squad lead?
Adri.
All right, cool. Open your map, and this goes to everybody. So here's the scenario you're getting. Over at the red flag, we believe that a group of insurgents have gone to that area and are focusing on trying to take a large amount of fuel from the gas station and make off with it to help their efforts. We are a military base close by. We've been alerted to this, and this has only been going on for about 15 minutes, so we're a QRF force. We're going to say that a Black Hawk is going to land you either near positions 1, 2, 3, or 4. Really, this is just going to be a TP pull, but this, because of the acoustics of the Black Hawk, based on these mountain ranges and stuff, the insurgents won't know you're coming. So, your objective is simple. You are going to pick one of those positions again via TP pull. You're then going to push to the insurgent area, and you are going to search and destroy. Basically, eliminate everyone armed. There might be some civilian hostages in the area because, this was a place where people were living. People were going about their day. So make sure you check your fields of fire. But we believe the insurgents, based on civilian reports, they have a technical of some type. So a truck with a gun on it, and there's about 20 to 30 of them, and there have been reports from civilians around the other towns that there's a few suspicious figures driving around in off-roads and trucks as well, so they might have reinforcements come down the MSRs. So be mindful of that. Enemy forces I'm using for this scenario are FIA, so your standard 5.56 TAR 21s and TAR 20s, and they might have a surprise or two, so be careful. They aren't expected to have any armor or APCs. The biggest asset on the field is their technical. Does anyone have any questions?
Suspected FIA inside that. Do we have a time limit to get the...
We'll say an hour, because that's when the time slot ends for this operation. Actually, we'll say 45 minutes, because we'll have about a 15-minute debrief at most. Probably a 5-minute, but you get the point.
So, light contact in the town, couple of techies, going for fuel, possible civilian contacts in the area. Obviously, I'm gonna take it you want civilian structure damage minimized?
Yes. Good question to ask.
You should also go over the fact that whatever briefing goes on, expect more. So how you said is there's no armor, expect armor from time to time, because sometimes the brief could be wrong.
That's a fair assessment, but we really don't do that anymore in TSB because too many people fuck it up and then they blame the Zeuses. So good question, but we don't really do that anymore.
Interesting.
By who?
No name. Not gonna say because I forgot. It was
Okay.
a month ago.
Well, again, it's any Zeus's choice. I'm really just going over my ops and the ops I've played, but that's the thing about teaching in the type of a casual community like this, is because every Zeus has a different style, every squad lead has a different style, every ground command has a different style. It's impossible to go over every single thing, which is why we just encourage you to play ops and you'll figure it out on your own. You know what I mean? That's why we're doing an op right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
But good little discussion there, Falcon.
Yikes.
I'm going to go into Zeus real quick, drop the TP poll.
Fair enough. Yeah, 60 short range.
Okay.
And
I've
if
just
you
put
look
on,
at your
I've just put
squads,
on
your
the map
squads have already been divided.
position 4 and 3 of
Alex, you want 60?
like the advantages and
I'm on 60.
disadvantages.
I know
60
you
short.
are. Hecky, are you on? 60?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Well,
I'm going to say these are kits I built this morning. There's a reason there's no arsenal, because, yeah, like the squad lead T lead have extra magazines. Marksman, make sure you conserve your rounds, same with the automatic rifleman. But again, I balance the amount of AI based off of the amount of people you have, so you should be good to go. Anyway, teleport is behind me. Feel free to make your plan here and go on with it. You have 45 minutes till I murder all the hostages and blow up, I don't know, a nuclear bomb facility secretly underneath. Who gives a damn?
So let's give it a warm welcome, shall we?
They're crazy bandits. They'll just find it in the gas station. It's the Liru verse after all.
Is this the lore for your Fallout campaign? They got the nuke, and this is how...
This is how the Fallout campaign starts. Anyway, I'll give you guys your time. I'm on 50 if you need me. Good luck, have fun.
Thanks, Leroy.
No problem.
Scotty, quick question. Is that purple smoke for mass gas?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. We don't have stuff to evac. So,
Yeah, so-
look at your maps. Guys, shush. Look at your maps. If you look there quickly. So looking at the objectives, I've made the executive decision.
I put a purple smoke grenade down because, again, I didn't know if we'd have multiple squads today or a single squad. I was hoping for multiple. That's why the purple grenade would be useful. But, you know, there's only going to be one medic. So, hey, at least I get to train more on the ADV medical
So
settings.
we're going at 1 because we have good binding cover.
No, we're not unbanning the nuke word.
So, as you'll see, your teams have already been pre-designated.
Yeah, they're
Not quite
UCP,
ideal.
just
ARs can be
standard.
More forward elements, but make do. So pushing in, we'll be landing objective 1, moving roughly along the black line. It's not a certain point, and we'll be advancing to RP1 as needed. That can go to the compound to the left or right. Teams will be doing binding fire at that stage, so if I say red team suppress it, bearing yada yada yada, you'll fire down that way until blue team's set, then move.
Sorry about that.
By fire. I'm not sure.
Choked.
I'm explaining it simply because I'm not sure how
Send
familiar
in
some
Goat
people are.
Team 6.
The plan is
now.
move to RP1, move to RP2, probably once we're at RP2, put up a hunt IR round, get a rough idea of hostiles, and push into the town, eliminate threats, and get rid of hostiles.
Send in
Obviously,
Goat
as you
Team
know,
6.
civilians, so watch your
now.
fire.
I just choked on my damn water.
Shouldn't be running around. Who knows? One might break free. So try and PID
Send in
targets.
Goat Team 6.
Yeah, Phoenix, give me a second. I was just focusing on all that.
Questions from Falcon is
So,
currently our team leader.
let me start from
Send
the
in
top.
Goat Team 6.
Okay, Falcon.
So, Phoenix, thanks for the 11-month resub at Tier 2. Only one more month to go. Thanks, man. Appreciate all your support. Hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you're getting a kick out of this little stream. Hope you learned something. And thanks for the 210 Tier 1 sub gift bombs. If you got a sub from Phoenix, be sure to thank him in chat. And, yeah, again, Phoenix, really appreciate it, man. Especially in this time where I'm a bit light on funds. Which is why I have the donation goal up for food. But I hope you all keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a kick out of this. So they're all
Team 6.
going to start moving out. Again, the TLDR, their plan. They're going to, looks like, start at Larch, go to RP1, RP2, and go from there. So we'll watch them going in. But again, really simple objective, in my opinion. And by luck of the draw, they're going to be hitting the technical on the like best possible position. But they're just like a 6-man rifle team, so it all works out. Whew. But yes, Phoenix, we noticed you. You'll pay for a night of my drinking. Give me till like next Thursday when I've had all the time to build what I need to, and then I'll definitely have like a drunk night stream or something. Cause my God, it's gonna be a lot of work this week. That's all I can say. Yeah, and then we'll play some Warcraft 3. I also told the guys in the Samta Weapons module, which is my fancy term for the Homeworld chat channel in Discord, that we need to play some matches, because that's one of my favorite things to do. So what I will also do is hide myself as Zeus and teleport myself over, and we can listen to their local comms.
GL Fire Hunt IR southeast. Winds coming
Put me on the water tower.
Away.
So let's see where it went.
Yeah, there's multiple static 50s. I don't think going through this open field would be the smartest option, but we could go along that hill, but that would take.
So I use the enter key so it doesn't look like I'm remoting it.
45 minutes.
So I'm just seeing his field of fire.
So do you want to go along?
So it would be this guy that would probably spot it, but I don't see it yet. So I'll keep on his field of fire to see if I see it.
Contact at the gas station. One armed 50 cal truck east side of
Oh,
town.
chill.
2 perimeter 4-man patrols.
Phoenix, I know a few. The best bars are in Annandale though, which is a bit of a drive, but that's also where like the really fun speakeasies are, and the loose women. Ha!
Yeah, I like this.
Don't tell Bloodway.
I basically put everything on the map where it is.
So I don't see any little white parachute from this guy's angle. We'll switch to a different one. Yeah, so it's over to the right now. So I need something that would be like directly looking to the right. So let's pick this guy. So I just saw its symbol.
Copy. Red on Falcon.
From that angle, it kind of looks like a cloud. I'm looking for like a direct look. But if I was in a bad mood, I would say that's noticeable. But this is also a training op, so we're just being chill. But, you know, it's not landing at their feet. It's falling off over here, so they can't really tell that that's over their position. But it is a little suspicious, but they're just going to be chill with it. Whew. Yeah, oh yeah, I would say Interstellar and Nemesis are having a chat about stress on a person playing this game. Yeah, stress will definitely make you behave differently. Like, if I get stressed out in this game, I will start barking orders and telling people to outright shut the fuck up. That's something that's not good of me to do, but, you know, we all deal with stress differently. And then some people shut down and start mumbling, and then other people get aggressive, and some people just rage quit outright, you know? But you see that 4-man team patrolling right there? These guys are going out in this direction. And let's see, their first rally point looks like they're going to go in the tree line to get some concealment going in. That's smart. But yeah, we all deal with stress differently because we're all different human beings. But that's why I also like being a Zeus, because I can do any scenario, the exact same scenario with different groups of people, and it'll be different every single time because, you know, people are different.
You guys hold up. Got a good approach in here to the southeast from our current position.
Yeah, righto, Phoenix. I'll hit you up. I know a really great place. It's called Hotspot in Fairfax. It has all this hot pot stuff for only like $22, but they also have some really good drinks.
Bearing 118, you'll be binding over there once blue's set.
And it's all Asian sprites. Soju especially.
You mean red?
I'm gonna find a probably sometime in the weekend to go, just because I want something other than souvlaki.
Go ahead and push the compound southeast with
And euros.
concrete slab.
Oh yeah, that's another problem, guy. But that's also a problem expected within a casual community, is people that choose specific roles won't always know how to play the role. Because, you know, it's a casual community, and some people can be taking that role for the first time. So it looks like Adrihado's made a fire team group. Nice. So 2 teams of 3. But, you know, people find a role and get comfortable with it. That's also why I kind of don't like milsims, because they'll force you to play a single role and not really give you that much room to try other roles, because they'll like kind of reset you from the bottom, so it's a bit debilitating, and it kind of puts you in the mindset of just keep with your role. But, you know, this is a game. Like, just play what you want. Have fun. You know what I mean? Bane on the money. Ah, man. We all need a little bit of money. Yep, so red is his assault team, blue is his support team. Oh yeah, I would say one of the biggest problems an SL can have is if their team lead doesn't micromanage the other team, and you're stuck microing the 8 or 10. I've had a team squad lead a team of 12 people once, because no one wanted to step up the team lead. And I'm like, come on, guys. But you normally don't want to force someone to lead, because that puts them in a bad mood, and then they do a really shitty job sometimes. So that's why I usually don't assign people to team lead, because usually it just fucks me over in the long term. But also it depends on the person. That's why, like I said in the little training portion, it's going to be entirely dependent on, you know, who's in your team, who's in your squad. What do you know that they can handle? I know some people don't like to be, you know, chosen to do stuff, but me personally, if someone tells me, hey, you're going to play engineer, hey, you're going to team lead, hey, you're going to squad lead, hey, I need a co-pilot, I'll play it. The only thing I won't do is fly jets, because that's something I genuinely don't know how to do. I can fly helicopters, though. Banana, I'm not really doing Star Sim stuff anymore. Simply, the 3 groups I've done stuff with, 501st, I've got my own stories about that. Won't get into that too much. 212, loved it, and then kind of fell out of favor because Walrus left, and they started becoming like a mini 501st, and like I said, I left the 501st. And then there's another group out there which I try to divert people to, the 74th, which is made its leadership is made up of all the people that, like me, had issues with the 501st and made their own group, made their own mods, all that fun stuff. It's just the issue is all of their times for ops are during times where I am doing TSB stuff, and I will always prioritize. I didn't always used to do it, but I now, ever since a few months ago, always prioritize TSB over everything, because TSB are the people that, you know, spend their time on the internet to come and play ops, you know, within my community, because I'm the one that brings in like 95% of the players. So if I turn my back on them, that's a really dick move, and I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do that, and I'm not going to be like that, because that's a dick move. So it's really just, I can't find anyone to do Star Sim with. If you count Warhammer 40k stuff is Star Sim, then yeah, I do work with the 700th, which is the biggest 40k group out there, but nah. I am still... I'm a bit burnt out from Star Wars stuff, but I will get some campaigns off the ground, Star Wars related, soon. I'm also going to update the TSB's Star Wars mod set, so it's more like one of the Star Sims mod sets, so it doesn't always crash, but yeah. Fun stuff. I know 700th is 40k. I thought I said that, but that's why I said I don't know if it counts. You know, who the fuck knows? Star Sim, you think sci-fi, and then, yeah. At least I do. I don't know. I don't know. Have I heard of Legion Base mod? No, I have not. So, I actually got an offer from one of the devs to do Stargate a long time ago, and I told him I would, and then my schedule, like, died. And then I didn't have the time for it anymore. But he was running this, like, really large Stargate, like, roleplay stuff. And I probably would have really liked it, but I just could not find the goddamn time in my schedule. Because this was when I was doing class full-time. This was also when I had a job and was doing this. I could not find the fucking time. Yeah, that's true, Phoenix. You know, if you say Star Sim, most people do probably mean, whatchamacallit, Star Wars. But, you know, my mind, I think differently. So, you know.
We could have eyes on that.
Yeah, let's go. Blue, fucking pull back north, see if we can just eyes in this building. Red, get security stick.
Yeah. Red, quickly, soft clear the quarter.
Oh, there we go. Goremonger got hit. Heck needs to get his head down because he's the medic. There's the 50 that's turned.
Please do not toss smoke. I cannot see.
Yeah, so they've kind of fucked themselves. They put a smoke grenade up. It's gonna mess with them a bit.
I can't.
50 cal, I think, drummed somebody over here. Yeah, so Heck really needs to keep his head down, because if he goes down, the squad's going to be in trouble. But we have ADV medical now, so they can CPR somebody to wake him up. So, Gormogger here, he got caught in the open twice, so he's probably not going to wake up now. Audrey Hotto hits that dude.
Copy. If they come around, scream.
As you can see, the smoke's blowing into him, so the smoke's covering him, which is really messing with him here.
Shit in this building because everything that smoke.
So the smoke's about to dissipate.
That will be a lesson learned. Okay. Yep, checking under down.
Get him to go prone.
Trying to recruit it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so Nemesis, he's one of the T3s that have seen some of the cool stuff. I've also shown some other people. We have some really cool stuff coming. And that's why I'm going to be working on some custom mod development and everything. But I'm trying to step up, especially in TSB, to, you know, do some better stuff. I'm going to try to recrew that 50.
Red, pull back northeast.
Bring these guys back.
And a lovely big rocks.
Alright, so I'm going to take a copy, direct copy of this.
Red, do you see that? Red, do you see that one to the southeast? You're ready to run to there. Blue should bound back.
Waypoint that. Seek and destroy. So, Gormogger is still down right there.
On the way. Machine gunner, 200 meters left flank.
Get that guy back on the turret. Yeah, so he was glitching out while I was going out, so. They're leaving him behind. Ground, this is high. Do you copy?
Hi, this is ground, send traffic.
Roger, we're tracking you on SATCOM right now. We see one of your guys appears to not be moving. Is he okay? Over.
Hey, firm, Siemens, D-Tub, wait one, go see, go check on him.
Let's go. Oh, okay. I guess we have this sitting here. Oh, he's down.
So Mac's still up, so they won't have to CPR him, but he's been down for a while, so he's sending these 3 guys ahead. Reinforcement car 1 is clear. I'm going to send this one in another little bit of time. Now these guys will get out. 7-man team to go up to that because they've been told where these guys are. So they're going to that last known position. So if he was still up, they would have moved away, but now it's gonna get messy. So auto rifleman, he could potentially look over and see him, but he's covering their rear, I guess.
Roger.
Have these guys try to come in here.
On the way.
Line up to hit that guy. Oh, so they're now engaging those guys as well. Good grenade shot right on that tree. That would have gotten all of them, to be honest, but that killed the last one. Gonna put another round up for good measure.
I'll put him behind.
Put this guy back on the turret.
What?
Don't even get me started about Air fucking Canada. We're gonna do an op soon. That involves Air Canada. Mark my goddamn words. That's gonna be the quote-unquote normal op that most of the 3s voted for.
Copy that.
There's the 50 cal.
Oh,
That fly's still working on him.
oh wait.
I think he's doing a pack, maybe?
Let's see. Yeah. There we go.
Heckfly is a T0, so he might not know the medical yet.
There you go, he's up.
Oh my god. Holy
Move,
shit.
Blue, move the red. Red, this is Blue, moving your position.
Roger.
Now they're pushing up. Now I am thinking we'll probably throw down a technical as well. So let me just grab 2 of those.
Standing by.
Group them together. And I'll give it a few moments before I send it. Yeah, that was barely out of their field of fire too, so. Alright, so they drop him. I'll bring the tech in.
On the way.
And then this will be the last wave of reinforcements.
On the way.
And then seek and destroy mark. Yeah, they're quickly dropping these guys.
Yep, that's what we're doing. We're trying to flank them
Yep,
back.
so they're trying to fall back, so they set themselves to defend only.
Yep, we're good. It might be in the building.
Sometimes when you put units on a vehicle, they don't register using the vehicle, so you have to hard copy, hard paste it.
We're away from the gas station. Frag out east. Away from the gas station.
By now, I'm gonna ungarrison these two guys.
Roger that.
Send them over here.
Over here on that this little block.
Have this guy set the limited, take it slow.
Clear.
They shot him, nice. None of the civilians are hurt.
Oh,
Heckfly missed him!
Reloading.
Oh shit.
Where was that from?
Another techie went west.
Oh, behind us. Okay.
So they got him, and then the guy crawling on the right, Audrey, dropped him.
On the way.
Small contact left.
Copy.
Send these two guys out.
There are some contacts coming from your town from west.
And I'll garrison these last two when I need to. Let's get a remote control done.
Copy. Alex, soft clear this building. Just look through the windows if there's no enemies. If you see an enemy in it, quickly clear it. There's...
Oh, you need to...
So you don't go prone in the middle of the street.
Contact outside.
Only one dude can cover so many angles, you know? Beep, beep.
Smoke again.
Ah, soft cleared me.
Hey, Alex.
Oh, motherfuckers, they broke the...
Yeah, there is a civilian in a south building.
Copy. Worry about the rest of those.
On the way. Wilco.
Here, I'll drive it in manually. Fuck it.
Reloading.
Let me just run these two idiots over for good measure.
Technical west.
Are you gonna get in? Well, we're getting shot at now. They looted one of the Mazdas and took me out. I don't know, Gray. It's gonna take me a while, because there's a lot of stuff I need to do.
Hi, this is Grind.
This is high, send traffic.
Do we have a rough estimation of how many hostages were taken in the town over?
That is unknown at this time.
Hey,
But, ground, this is high. We just received a report. There was apparently a few technicals coming through La Trinité, but they appeared to have turned around and are pulling back at this time, so I think you won this engagement.
hey, from high.
stand by to actually meet up in the middle of the town. By the fuel truck. Let's go with that.
Hey, firm, we'll go. Grind up.
Clear.
We'll debrief in the server.
Yes, I will bring a classy one because he looks like Chad.
Of course, it's fucking Chad.
I found Chad 2.0.
All right, let's just get everyone back here. There's 3 things I want to go over because there were about 3 mistakes that were made. So there's 4 of you. Where's the other 2?
Oi, Brad, get over here at the gas station.
Yeah, you don't have to bring them, guys.
I want to bring this guy. Keeps cool.
All right. So, first thing to note. 3 mistakes were made. You did the objective. I balanced it for your kits. Hope you had fun, but 3 things I want to quickly go over. When you immediately come under first contact, if you're going to throw a smoke grenade, need to hold left shift and hit the K button to see where the smoke grenade is going to billow out. Because what ended up happening was, I see Falcon doing a massive up and down approval here, but the smoke ended up billowing out over red team's position, and half of you weren't able to fire into the town, leaving the other half to get shot at by this 50 cal right here, which, as you can see, I tried to have recrew multiple times. This is what caused Goremonger to go down. He was the first one to go shot. He went unconscious, woke back up, and then got shot in the same exact position again because, hey, guys, hold fire. Come on, have a listen.
Got shot, then shot again, then unconscious.
Yeah, I know. As I was saying, because Falcon interrupted me. Basically, Gore got caught out of position, got shot twice, and had to be medicked back up because the AI weren't focusing on the 3 guys directly in the smoke, but those guys couldn't support, and thus, it left 3 people to be shot at. One of them got knocked unconscious. Second mistake that was made, this is what I had to radio to Adriano. As a squad lead, you gotta check on your guys every now and then. So that's why battle buddy systems are good. I saw you set up 2 fire teams, that was good. But you need to make sure that everyone keeps checking in on each other, because I called you in after I had a pretty high hunch that you could have left him behind, and he was already bleeding out for a while, and I didn't feel like filling him in again. So make sure, this goes for everyone really, make sure you check on your battle buddy or your fire team guy, and if you don't see a guy, ask why and look around. Check C-tab, check helmet cams. All of you have C-tab so you can see each other's position on the map in real time, as long as you're all in a squad together. Now, your third mistake, I don't know who it was. This one's more of a general one, but if you guys come over here, you can see this blood right here. One of you was covering this street, and which was good. Good to cover your sector. I was using it as a QRF route, but you hadn't cleared across the street yet. So what I did was I remote controlled a guy in that building just to our southeast, and I saw this guy, and I literally just blind fired at him, and since he was prone on the ground, he had a big target ratio, and I knocked him unconscious. So make sure you're not exposing yourself to areas that haven't been cleared. Better place to fire, look down at this MSR, would probably be through this, actually that's not a good place. Fuck.
That back door is probably the best.
Yeah, the back door. This one would have been a very good one because you'd be able to see vehicles. You'd be in cover to your lefts. You're only slightly exposed by 2 glass windows right there. Again, it's situational, but you never want to fully expose yourself because any of those windows can get you shot. Anyone can come around a corner and shoot you, so you gotta be careful.
Laying down next to that barricade, you'll be exposed.
Oh, yeah.
In the front,
Well, I mean,
it can save you a
this would also be fine as long as you were hiding yourself from the windows, and at the time you had a squad, you had a fire team behind you starting to clear out those buildings, so that would have been a good call as well. But going prone in that area, you can see the blood of where he got shot. He was completely exposed to everything, and that's why I dunked him. So those were the only 3 things I saw, but otherwise everything else was done pretty well. Audrey, I know you've squad led before, so it was to be expected, but I think you all did a decent job.
Guy's still alive.
No, they're not alive. It's just a glitch. They look like they're alive, but
I
he's...
don't believe save it.
He's
Oh
dead.
yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
It's
Yeah.
a glitch, but a few more on turrets.
All right. So does anyone have any questions over anything we've gone over?
Be free.
Okay. I was gonna say thanks
Nope.
for the feedback, Liru. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Basically, what happened was at that
Wait,
stage.
back 1 second. T-Far is gonna eat me. Ah, T-Far. All right, go ahead. Sorry, T-Far.
Yeah, no, that was definitely my bad. Basically, what it was, I was planning on rallying the people once we actually got to the wall, because at that stage, I had not heard anyone was down. That was my bad for not checking. I'll work on that in future. But
Yep, it's all right.
Other than that, I was happy enough with it.
I'll take a little blame for that too, because when I was over there, I saw that 4, which I guess is Grimmonger, hadn't moved in a while. I saw him on C-Tab, and I kind of looked and didn't see him, so I'm like, oh, well, where is he at?
The one thing, always, if you've someone like that hesitant, feel free to rate it up to me, especially in squad leading. I always, little things like that, it's always useful, because I am human, I miss things. I mean, no one's perfect.
Yep, exactly.
But definitely don't throw smoke. If you're going, the best way to use smoke is actually have it in between you and the enemy, because if you have it on your position, the enemy just fires.
Here's the deal. He did, but that's why I said pull up Shift K, because the wind then blew it on top of your position.
I couldn't see anything. I had the best position. I could kill the technical and the 50 cal.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was
white
really
smoke.
fucking for the engagement, but just genuinely, what I generally say is, don't use smoke unless probably either you're under heavy fire and you need it, or your squad lead said it, because generally they're considering that. The reason I had us in that position was we had all of the rocks for solid cover. There was good body protection. We had good eyes into the town. We were at a slight height advantage so we could see in, but then for a solid 45 seconds to a minute, we couldn't shoot anything, and the AI, the way they work, they can still shoot us through the smoke somewhat.
What you're looking for is they still suppress you from the smoke. They're a lot less accurate, but they can still hit you.
Yeah, that's basically it. But other than that, I was happy enough, guys. You were responsive, things went well. Obviously, I can't micromanage every little thing, so use common sense when it comes to positions. Because I don't want to be the type of squad leader literally says, you there, stand right fucking here and don't move, because that's not fun for anyone. Also, it's impossible for me to do that for a squad of 8 people and keep everyone alive, because shit happens.
What happened? I do have a question for Liru, though. What happened to the QRF that came from the east? Like that truck, you said QRF east.
Yeah.
And okay, they're all dead.
People, they got gunned down pretty quick. Because again, you're fighting FIA, like I said. They don't really have that much body armor, and like to HE grenades, they will fall like dominoes. So, yeah, they got shot to shit.
Oh, I guess that grenade. Wait, that grenade I threw actually killed them. Yikes.
Basically, 8 guys came out of the truck. I caught 6 of them with my rifle before I needed to reload. 2 slipped past, and I was radioing them to you in case you weren't watching that way. That's why I was just letting you know.
So I did get them with my frag. Yay.
I also killed 2 of them, so yeah.
Hey, quick
question. Alright. Yeah, questions, please, because I gotta get this ended for Bill.
Yeah, quick question. How the hell do I pull up CTAP or whatever it's called?
Ah, good question. H.
Okay.
H or Control H.
Is there a way I can have it zoom in? Because
yeah, Alt H. It's kind of like, it's a weird system. From time to time, it's like a little mini map, but it shows where everybody is.
Huh.
Yeah. I've only
and it gives
got
you more texture.
Heck, when you go over basic, it'll be covered there.
The medical overview.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Medical menu.
And rebind the keys for it if you're wanting.
Yeah, that's
to.
why
It's
I
just
have my medical menu bound to F1, and I just use H for my C-tab. Because my hand is always near WASD, so I can just press F1 to open my medical menu, and it's...
I think that's everything.
Any other? All right, everything. All right, cool. Thanks for participating, guys. Again, this is just for better knowledge stuff. I hope you learned something, and thanks again for playing. Bill's op is in 50 minutes. My op is at 2:30. As long as we have like 30 people, so we'll see how it goes.
I do have a question, Liru. Do you know the difference between this stunner grenade and the white one?
Okay, so no. He didn't throw it. He dropped it. White tip is Ace. Blue tip is RHS. We always use white tip. I think I put blue tips in because I was tired this morning. But the RHS ones do damage to people. The white tips actually stun people. So yeah, fun stuff there.
That's why I said not to use
it's fun. Here, Wait, oh, the civs were gone.
No, I deleted everything because
Barbarian tested this and it bloodlusted all of them.
yeah, it'll
Amazing.
yeah. That's why we don't normally use that one. Again, that's my bad. I put them in, but oof to that. But anyway,
No.
any other questions? Going once, going
Yeah,
twice.
Stun grenade
What would
brick
you
me
have
'cause he's
approached
asking
that?
for it.
How I would have approached that?
I did say I'll
Of
be
interest. I like
intimidated,
getting a
so
second
don't
opinion.
say
If you don't have
it.
time, fair enough.
No. Let's see. Out of the 4 areas, I probably would have come in from position 3, gotten to the edge of the tree line to do my recon, and then probably I can only go off of the map right here actually, but let me get out of Zeus. We'll make it more fair. So spawn at position 3, got them on the edge of the tree line, watched over here, and then depending on this route, I would have either gone around like this, like you did, or this, depending on what I would have been able to see. I would have prioritized that technical. If I saw that M2, I would have prioritized it as well. But if I was able to get both of those down, I probably would have come around on the right and then used this area as my first field of fire, and then just came in and cleared the rest.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
Our priority at the time was the technical, and then I saw the M2 static, and that was our second priority.
Yep.
The reason
The
I
fucker
ended up
kept
not
getting
wanting
back
to
on
go
it.
down there was because last time I had an open field and M2, someone fired at it, misfired, and it mowed down the entire squad. So
Oof.
I decided more cover. I decided hard cover.
Yeah, no, that's entirely fair. Like I said, everyone SLs differently because, their previous experiences and shit.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Yep. T4, 1 sec. T4. Rah. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end it. So, yep. Like I said, guys, Billman's op's at 1. My op might be at 2:30. Again, people dependent. I haven't, done stuff in a while, so there's actually a decent chance that op might not happen due to lack of players. But then we have Sniper Wolf's op at 6:30, and then after that op, I will be doing a Fallout op test with the new Fallout mod set on a TIOW map. So thanks for joining, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yep.
All right, for the stream,
Good.
first off, Xenix, thank you for the, how many months? It's cut off. The 9-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this. So, hold up. Sorry, we just finished the training. We all got dumped in here.
Don't worry about it. No worries.
Cool. BRB.
Off to drink.
Alright, just going AFK in here. Here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna get up, use the bathroom, and, fuck, what's it called? Probably have something to eat. What's the longest amount of time I can put for a break? 3 minutes. My god. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Yeah, okay. Sorry, my mind's blank because I'm thinking of everything I have to do later today. So I'm gonna put like 3 minutes of ads up. I'm gonna take a quick little break. I'll put up my stock image right here, and we'll build some more of the Fallout stuff. But I'll be back in a little bit, and hopefully in about 5 minutes we will switch over. So BRB, guys. Alright. I still got about 2 minutes. Good. So I can change the title. Some Eden editor Fallout. I'm going to actually disconnect from TeamSpeak. Let's change to Fallout.